Hey everyone, it's Tracey from Mindless Crafting and
Bill in the flesh.
how are y'all doing today? It's a beautiful Tuesday. Wait a minute. Yeah, Tuesday.
You had to think about it. You had to think
I
about it,
had to
didn't you?
think about it for a minute. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all are making the most of your day. Let's see if there's anyone here that can see me and hear me. Hey Donna Joe, how are you?
Hi, Donna Joe.
Yep, so we're going to be sharing some happy mail
Because we feel like being
that
happy
y'all
today.
sent to me. I feel like being happy every day,
Well,
right?
there you go. Okay. But I especially feel like being happy today.
But it is a beautiful day today in the neighborhood. Sounds
It's a
like a song,
beautiful
right?
day in the neighborhood.
Hey, so Pauline is here, Bill. She
Not
says hi.
Pauline.
Naomi's
Naomi.
here. All my crafty friends are
Wanda.
in the.
Damn, see, it's early. It must be a wonderful day. Renee Neighbors, Carol Curtis, Lisa Wright, June.
Well, hello to everybody.
Hi, Margie. D.
Ah.
McKinney.
Dee, we miss you too.
Bennett Action Group, Cynthia. Did I say that right? It's Cynthia.
I had a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day. Thanks for asking.
Wanda Munitz. It's 4 a.m. what June is.
June.
June is early bird.
June is up early.
I don't think June went to sleep. I think she's been up all night.
She probably hasn't. Bertha Bless Wilson.
Bertha.
Hello, y'all.
Shannon Dager.
Shannon says, Bill, we sent out your birthday card today.
Shannon Dager has been crafting like a fiend, okay?
She sure has.
My goodness.
Shannon's been posting all kinds of wonderful creativeness in the group, hasn't she?
She's bursting.
On our Facebook
creativeness
group.
is bursting out of the house.
It really is.
Hi, Brenda.
Well, I'm so glad that y'all are here. I'm going to be sharing some happy mail today.
Molly says it's 9 o'clock in California.
Well, you know what? It's like around lunchtime right now here.
Sherelle Garrett, she says, I finally caught a live chat. I'm glad to see you here.
Well, we're glad to see you here.
Mary Brock, Kim Dixon.
So let's see what we have. Look at this. Look who's happy mail I happened to pick up.
Look at this. We were just talking about
Shannon Dager.
You know.
Shannon. Well, Shannon sent this card.
Let's see what Shannon did.
Look how adorable. Look at that. That is so cute.
Look at Shannon.
I love when you use these stickers. I love these stickers. It's a great way to add to your cards.
Yeah, I know about it.
So yeah, thank you, Shannon. Look how adorable that is. With the little gems and stuff. Shannon, look at this layout, y'all. This layout is so cute. And look, the stitching. She's got the stitching on here. Well, thank you, Shannon, for my Mother's Day card. It says, Tracey, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for all you do. Well, thank you, Shannon. And thanks to all the moms that do so much all year round. I hope you were able to do something good for yourselves.
You know what I like how the lines, look how the lines are smaller at the bottom, but a little wider at the top. And they're going at an angle at the bottom, but kind of
Great way to use your scraps too. You know, because you can use like a piece there. Oh, I like it.
It has stitching.
Yes, it does have stitching.
Look how the stitching is in the corners, Tracy, how it goes around in a circle like.
Yes.
Too sweet for BS. Hey, Anita. On time for a change.
Hey. Well, I'm glad. Maybe that means that YouTube is getting the message out there quicker. Maybe. Well, we'll see. Bill, this is for you. And I think you should open it.
Open it for me. I'm controlling. Oh, Ooh, I'll react. I'll do the reaction.
This is from Asia.
Look, even the black.
Is Asia on here?
I don't think so.
Well, she'll watch the replay. But yes, this is for
even
Bill.
The black envelope has.
I know.
Elegance.
Which one do you want me to open first? I think you should
do the
open
envelope first.
Oh boy, I think he should open this himself, but he's gonna put me up
I'm
to
controlling behind the scenes, but I'm watching and I'm reacting in real time.
Bill's birthday is on the 26th, y'all.
Hi, Esther. Hi, Pam Allen.
Oh, Bill, look at this.
Ooh, look at that right there.
Let's see. Handmade with love. Oh, that's the back
Look
part.
at that.
Woo, look at this. With the music. Oh my goodness, I love it.
Isn't that incredible?
Look at that.
Look, you know, Asia had to put that. She had to put that Asia on it.
Look. Oh, wait. I think I got it. Okay, I gotta figure this one out, y'all.
Asia messing with us.
Let me see. So like that.
Look at Asia messing with us.
And wait. Looks like you can do it like that, kind of, huh?
Yeah, what about the other side?
Wait a minute, let me see. Bill, you're supposed to be over here doing this.
I need you to do it.
Because, look, it's got this part here, right? So it's got, like, this part. And then it's got this part right here. And then it's got this part right here. So it's like it could stand up maybe 3 times, possibly. Ah, there you go. Just like that.
Look at that.
There you go.
Look at Asia messing
just
with
like
us.
That. They said, Esther Williams says, happy pre-birthday. Many, many, many blessings here from New Jersey. Hey, Esther from New Jersey. Look, I'm trying to get y'all to see
Marlene
this.
Watt says that's called a triple easel card.
The triple easel. She put
not a double, but a triple.
And you know what? It's so well done. It's just so neat and just very. I love that. Look at that, babe. And of course, she put the music on it.
And that alone, you had me at the music.
Happy birthday! Look at that. Such a great masculine card. The colors and everything, babe.
I agree, Margie. Margie says she's something else, that Asia.
She really is. She sent my sister a card too, and my sister was just blown away. I need to get her to send me a picture of that card that Asia did for her. Okay, so here's something else that came in the package for Bill.
Something else?
Yeah.
You had me at the card.
Asia spoils us so much, okay?
I was happy at the card.
Look, she put her crafting, oh, I love this. Bill, you got to do this.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Ooh, let me touch it.
Have an adventure each and every day.
Touch it with my hands.
You need to be over in this seat.
Hold up. Look at it. Look at this. Open it up, Trace.
Okay. So what you do is, this has a magnet
adventure.
on it.
It said what the front says. Have an adventure.
Have an adventure each and every single day. And look at the colors. Y'all looking for
manly
ideas
thing.
for masculine cards? Look how she.
Yes, Sonia Creel. This is Happy Mail.
Look at that. I love it. She's got a magnet right there. So you can just shut it, right? No?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
And then she's got it. You can open it like this. Oh my goodness. I love it. Let's see. Ooh, let me move this one over. I want to keep it like that.
Look at that. See, that's a
So
manly
open
thing.
like that.
Look at that.
And Bill, there's a pocket right here for you.
Man, you just keep opening it.
Yep. There's a pocket right there for you. Right?
I like the dark colors. Like,
yes, look at this. The wood chip.
it looks like a wallet.
The wood. It does look like a wallet.
I have secret compartments to hide stuff from my wife.
Oh, you don't have to hide anything from me. This is so pretty. I wonder what paper this is. Asia will have to tell us what paper it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love this right here. This is right up your alley, babe, with the colors. Here's another pocket right here.
Look at that little horse.
Look at that. You close it. And let's see. Oh, you turn it again.
Another secret compartment.
Another little compartment. You can do it. Oh, I love this. Here's
Asia,
a light bulb goes
keep
up.
opening
Look,
stuff because you never know
Bill,
what's going to
here's
happen.
when the light bulbs go off, babe. When you're thinking of something, you're like,
You
woo!
can do
And then on the back, you can write some notes to yourself if you want.
And write what it is that you can do.
Right. You can do it. Oh, I love this. Look at the old TV. I remember this, okay? I remember all of this.
Hold on, don't turn that page. Now, here's the thing, guys. Now, just to show you the power of words, for someone like me, I tend to be somewhat intellectually inclined, right? I will look at that one phrase which says, you can do it. And I may start off reading like that. I may say, you can do it. Then I'll start putting an inflection. I'll say, you can do it. Then I'll say, you can do it. Then I'll say, you can do it. You can do it. Right. You can do it. Right. I mean, you can play around and read that message so many different ways before you even get a chance to turn the page.
And then you just say, do it, and then you do.
Right.
There you go.
So when you make cards and you seemingly put one little phrase, don't dismiss what you've given. You've done your part. It's up to the end user, someone like me, to receive, and I received that. That one phrase has so much power for me. I could spend months just looking at it, getting what I need to move on to the next moment.
Exactly. Look, I'm trying to get Asia to start her own channel, but so far she said no. Maybe if we keep encouraging her. We don't want to pressure her, but Asia, it'd be nice if you had a YouTube channel. Carrie Wood says it's giving me ideas for my son because he loves writing. This would be perfect, though. Look at that, Bill. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Sometimes you have to be reminded.
And look at that.
That you can do this. It's really you.
Oh, and then, wait a minute now. We're not done yet, babe. Look at this. We got, okay, so this opens. Then you close this right here. You turn this page. Self-reliance, trust yourself.
Man, it's even more stuff.
Do good things.
It's even more words.
Trust yourself, self-reliance, do good things. I love that. Do good things.
I love trust.
Because you can.
Look, trust yourself. You know, I can't tell you how many kids I've trained through the years in basketball. And the one thing I used to always have them say all the time, and I would tell them to say it every morning, all through the day, even in their classrooms, I would have them say, if it's to be, it's up to me. You know, and that's what that reminds me of. Trust yourself. You know, you can't look outside yourself. You have to know that it's you. It starts and ends with you. And that's what I get from that.
Yeah.
Thanks for that reminder.
I think she should start a channel too. Everyone agrees. They would subscribe. I would send y'all right over there. The minute she puts up her channel, we'll send y'all right over there. It's just like my brother-in-law. His intention was not to start his channel, The Quilting Marine. And once I featured him on my channel, with all y'all encouragement for you, I don't know if y'all remember the first time I encouraged my brother-in-law live, I introduced him and I said he should have a channel because he loves to quilt, you know.
And we're like, what should we call it?
And what should he call it? And because he was a Marine, y'all came up with the name The Quilting Marine. And now, just so y'all know, he actually has hit 12,000 subscribers on his channel. Because he wasn't sure if anyone would watch. But guess what? Y'all said, oh, yes, we would definitely watch. And so there you go. So thanks for getting my brother-in-law to 12,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we could encourage Asia to start a channel. No pressure, Asia, but if you ever decided, we are there to support you. Just saying. So, Bill, look at this page right here. You got all these pockets in here to hide stuff. So you got a bunch of pockets in there. Look at that. And then it's not done yet. Here's another. Flip it again. Here's another page. Look at that.
What does that say?
It just keeps going. Hard at work all day today, every day.
Look at that.
Hard at work since the beginning. There you go. I love this right here. I just love this plaid right here. This is absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. We got another page.
There's another page.
There's another page, babe. Look. Lay it out.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness. This phone right here. I remember. Look. I remember this. This projector. Bill, we use this in the library. This projector.
I remember that. We used it during school.
Don't let the reel get all wrapped up.
How many of y'all used it in when you were in school and the teacher showed a movie? Yeah. We were so happy because that meant we could take a nap. Couldn't tell you a thing about what was on the screen because it's usually something that we really didn't want to see.
Yes. Look, let me show y'all the thickness because they're looking like, how do you get it so thick? Look at this, handmade with love. And this is from Asia Rutledge. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at this. Just every little detail. Look, wait a minute now. I'm going to show y'all something else on this. Look at this little, look at that right there. Just to show you the details. Look at
this. My goodness. Look at that. Wait, can y'all see that?
It's like, almost like a.
It looks like alligator skin.
Yeah, like a leather.
Go up close. Can they see that?
Skin.
Show that alligator skin.
So beautiful.
Can y'all see the alligator skin? Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Look at the detail.
Right, the spine.
So this is how. Look, this is how thick it is. So it's got a nice little thickness.
But you know what?
And it's a pretty weighty book.
Here's the thing, y'all.
I love it.
For those of you that might be seeing some of Asia's work for the first time, it's easy to become daunted and overwhelmed and say, "Oh my God, I'll never be able to start getting to this comparison to my crafting skill versus hers." But when you talk to Asia, she makes it very clear that this is not something that's done in 5 or 10 minutes. She spends time.
Right. She just says, "I just take my time."
She says, "I take my time." This might be weeks, and I appreciate that effort. But that's what she does because that's who she is. She wants to do
that's her style of crafting.
Right. Whatever your style of crafting, you know.
Cheryl Garrett says, "I'm an Asia fan. I'd subscribe." Me too, Cheryl, okay? Let's see, what are y'all saying now? Hey, y'all saying hello to Jennifer. Is that Jennifer Real that just came in?
Jennifer Real is in the house.
Everyone said they're doing good.
Hi, Darlene K. Yes.
Cheryl says, "I think everyone should pressure her." I don't think we should pressure her.
House.
I don't think we should pressure her.
Dude,
it takes a lot to start a YouTube channel, so we want to just gently say, Asia, when you're ready,
make your channel. That's what we want to say.
Start your channel, and we'll subscribe. Okay. So kudos to Asia. This is a lovely, lovely gift for Bill.
Oh, Margie, we're praying for you. Margie has eye surgery tomorrow.
Along with the card, we just want to say thank you, Asia. So I'm going to put this on the shelf for you, babe. It's going to go on the fireplace mantle.
That'll go next to my
card.
The man with the spear.
That'll be so beautiful. So y'all be inspired. I show Happy Mail because I want y'all to be inspired by each of our crafty friends.
No, Donna, no. Donna says Bill is snake skin, not alligator skin. No.
Oh, okay.
It is alligator. Well, there you go. That's what I'm going with, okay?
Oh, y'all are funny. This is from, Melissa Zapata.
Melissa Zapata.
And she made this card. Now I gotta find, y'all be doing these fancy folds. Oh,
look at this.
Look how cute. Oh my goodness. This is so cute.
Look at it.
Oh my goodness. And Melissa says,
Melissa is just getting off.
She says, "Dear Tracey, I meant to get this to you for your birthday.
Look at this.
But when the pandemic, the pandemic delayed her." Melissa, it's okay.
Look at this here.
It's not my best work,
but
I pray you like it. God bless you and Bill. You are truly an inspiration to all of us. We love you. Oh,
That is so
from Melissa.
phenomenal. Isn't that incredible?
This is so cute.
But see, that's what I'm saying. She envisioned it, she imagined it, and this is
I love this.
a Melissa original.
Yep.
That we
Everyone,
should always
I love
cherish.
that. Look at that, y'all. It's got the little curtains in there. Look at that.
Oh, you Sherelle Garrett. She says, not your best.
I know, right?
Holy moly.
And she's got the little look, the little carpet right there.
Look at the window,
I
Tracey.
love that.
Look at the window.
Isn't that adorable? That is so adorable.
Look at the window behind it with the curtain with the wooden
I know,
thing.
and the lamp. Oh my. That is so cute. I love it. Pop-up card. Isn't that cute?
That's Melissa.
It's Melissa, yeah.
Melissa, you're on here.
Is
I think Melissa just got here.
Oh, did she?
Melissa, you're here,
Yay.
right? Melissa Zapata. That is Melissa Zapata, right?
Yes.
Melissa, we love it.
Love it, love it, love it. She's like, not her best. What?
If that's not your best, I'm scared.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
I'm severely frightened. Okay?
This is absolutely adorable.
Look at that chair. I felt like I could sit in it.
All the little details and the fact you took time to make me a card. Look at the floor, babe. It's a wooden floor.
I know.
Oh my
Everything. It
goodness.
has such detail.
It really does.
I mean, look, she imagined it out. She imagined it out to the best of her ability. What a wooden floor, a rug, the windows,
Yes.
the light, the table. You know what I'm saying?
I know. And the chair has that little texture to it.
I'm with you, Karen Halgren. Karen says, I'm totally amazed how many card ideas people have done. It's
many
amazing.
different cards.
Esther Williams says, oh my God. Exactly. I feel like that, y'all.
So many cards.
This
So
is
many.
incredible.
The ideas are endless. I think that's the amount of things you can do with paper is just so amazing to me.
Margie says, so many people
So
have
thank
so much
you.
talent. Don't we all, Margie?
Yes, we do. Oh, this is from Ron Marquise. Look at that.
Oh man, she used that pattern.
The doodling.
Isn't that incredible?
Look at that.
The
For the
doodling.
background. How pretty. Look at the colors
It
on
looks
that.
like roses.
It sure does.
Ron.
And she said thank you. Ron's been going through a tough time too, so we want to keep Ron in our prayers. She's been having a really tough time. She said, Tracey and Bill, thank you for your kindness and for being you. Thank you for all you continue to do for our crafty community, keeping us motivated and excited, and just being your kind, wonderful selves means the world to me. Love you all.
Look at this, y'all. When I look at this, let me show you what I see. Yes, I see a rose here, part of a rose.
Mm-hmm.
But right here, this looks like a bow tie on the breast of a bird, and this is his head, his eye, and his beak. See right there?
No.
Yes, you do.
I don't see it, babe. You said that's okay. You see
Look,
it.
look up there. You look up there. Okay, see that breast right there? Here's the bow tie, and right above the thank you is his head looking over. He has a big head, and that red thing is his eye.
Okay.
Tracey doesn't see it, y'all. I bet they see it though.
He sees it as long as he sees it.
I see it.
As long as he sees it, we're good. Okay. As long as you see it, darling. Thank you, Ron,
says,
so
I love
much.
pop-up cards. I love all types of paper engineering crafts.
Oh my goodness.
No, Brenda Saxon. Hold up. Brenda Saxon says, this is such a great, talented group of crafters. After looking at all these great, marvelous, talented crafters, I'm out of my league.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're right where you're supposed to be.
Brenda, we had Asia on, we were talking, and here's one thing that was really very apparent. No matter how awesome these creations may seem, they all are composed of very small steps. I mean, you do one small thing and do it, and you keep adding them on top of one another until you get the final project. So you just start, if all you have to do is start with drawing a square, then you draw the square, color the square, cut the square. Then you do the next, then the next, and the next. The next thing you know,
Yep.
you have these projects.
Everyone's
Yes.
Everyone's creation.
Yeah, just take it step by step.
Everyone's creation is unique. Yep. Just take it one step at a time.
Donna, Canonical, you do see that bird. She says she doesn't see the bird.
Look, I'm right with you, Donna.
Carrie Woods is my sister. She says, I see it.
You see it? There you go.
I was even thinking, look at the bow tie and bird. Exactly. Carrie, girl, see, Carrie is my girl. Okay.
There you go. I still don't see it, okay? Hey, Louise Casty is here. I got a Happy Mother's Day card from Jennifer Reel.
Jennifer's in the house too.
Here you go. And Jennifer is on here right now. And there's some goodies that came in my card too. She sent me some coffee cups and tea cups, the things that I love, right? Coffee and tea. Oh, these are going to be cute little tags, aren't they? That's going to be cute. Cute. Those are so cute. Look at that. And she says, Happy Mother's Day. Oh, look, here's my name right here. Oh, there was an R somewhere in there, huh? Jennifer, look, the R came off, but that's okay.
Ooh, hold up, Trace. I got to read this.
Wait, the R came off. We're going to put the R right back there.
Exactly.
There you go.
And this is real deep.
My name is right here, babe.
Oh, that's incredible. This is deep. I'm about to read this. Too Sweet for BS says, no one compares you to where you are. No one can compare you to where you are to where someone else is. You can't compare your beginning to someone else's middle or end.
I love that.
Exactly.
I love that.
BS.
You're so right.
That's it.
Kim, you are so right.
That's it. See, Renee's neighbor sees the bird.
Renee, you see the bird too?
No, Renee, I don't see no snake. You gonna oh, you done made me see one. Wait a minute. Let me turn my head.
Someone said he sees the roses. They're looking at Ron's card.
I think I saw it.
I love this card. I love making this. I don't know. Jennifer started the whole thing with this card, the quilted card.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that awesome looking?
She started this whole thing, and then I did a tutorial on it, and I just think it's the most. It's so much,
Reel?
Yeah, so much easier than you would think until you start it.
Jennifer,
so Jennifer says to Tracey, thank you and Bill so much for everything you do, making tutorials, giving inspiration, and creating such a fun group. Since joining, I have met so many wonderful people, so caring, thoughtful, and loving. It feels like I've known them forever, doesn't it?
I know.
They truly are family to me, and I love each and every one of them. Hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Much love and hugs to you and Bill.
And you know what's really interesting? You have people who have been here a long time, but then you have newcomers, people like, let's say, Ann J, who just really kind of made her presence known to the group. And I feel like I've known Ann forever.
I know, people just jump right in.
Already. You know, that's what I'm saying. So we have a lot of newcomers who I can't even say everyone's names, but you know who you are. You know.
Right. Just one big crafty family, you know?
Yeah, I could go order this. So I'm looking at so many names I'd be reading forever. Karen Halgren says, I'm probably going to say this wrong, but periodia causes people to see patterns such as faces and images in everyday objects. People with periodia give human characteristics to random things such as doorknobs or vegetables or a house. Well, that pattern makes you have it. If you don't have it, you think you have it when you see like that pattern type art.
Yeah.
I love that pattern art.
That is really, really cute. Yeah, when you do the doodling and stuff and the coloring. Oh, and Jay said you made her day, Bill.
Oh, but it's not.
Oh, Bill, this is a birthday card for you. Just want to let you know. This is from Malaya Brand.
That's what I'm saying. See, I could say that about anyone. Malaya.
This is from Malaya, Bill.
Let's see what Malaya did. I see some notes.
How cute.
Look at that boat.
Oh, and she put a card in there for me, a Mother's Day card for me. Look how precious. Malaya.
Look at that boat thing.
Look at that.
Oh, Tracy, slide the boat over. Look up at the screen. Yeah, I want to see the boat.
She says, "Happy birthday, Bill."
That is so cute.
Oh, look, that's the twist card. I think that's the name of it. Look at that. So, Bill, you open it. It's like this. When you open it, you do it like that, and it just holds it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Hope you have a wonderful day. These are going to look so nice on the fireplace, over the fireplace. Oh, I love this. Let's sail away.
How do people come up with these things?
Look at that. I love it. Open, turn, and there you go. That is so cute. Look at that, y'all. Another card idea.
Right. So y'all can kind of, that's a good idea to show people how to make their things, right? It looks easy.
That's
but
cute.
I never would have thought of it until I saw it.
The back here. So if it can lay like that, but this right here.
And it's so easy looking.
Twist.
And you know
Isn't
what?
that adorable?
I bet you young people like kids will get that thing and play with it forever.
Look, I'm playing with it now. I'm an adult and I'm playing with it. Malaya, thank you so much for Bill's card. Cute.
Karen Halgren says she has that periogra. I can't remember how she said it, but she sees faces in every item. She saw a face in a sheet of scrapbooking paper. Karen, I bet as a kid growing up, when you woke up in the middle of the night and you looked over and saw a shirt or a pair of pants draped across a chair or something.
I bet you saw that, right?
Lord,
all of a sudden it looked like it started moving, right?
Or you woke up and discovered that not only was the cover off of your body, but your arm was hanging out of the bed with your hand slightly underneath the bed, next to a pair of shoes. And Periogola was just going crazy.
Okay, so Malaya also put a Mother's Day card in there for me too, Bill. So we're gonna have to make room on the shelf. Oh, Tracey, you're an inspiration to many. Good company for us few. Have a wonderful day in all that you do. Thank you. With love, Malaya. Thank you. Look at that.
Thank you, Malaya.
And she put some goodies in here too, babe. Look.
I know. I saw those notes all over the place.
Isn't this cute? I guess the music one.
Now you gotta slide that to the side.
I love it.
On my next card, I'm gonna use that.
I'm gonna put it in your box. Okay.
I have to do something with that.
Yeah, he's gonna want to do something with this, Malaya. Welcome to the Wild West. I love it. And this, look at this. Bill, you got a lot of stuff too.
Jennifer, don't worry.
You got a lot of stuff.
You didn't miss my birthday. You're here. And plus my birthday's on the 26th.
There you go.
As long as you're here in these lives, I appreciate it. I feel like I'm at a birthday party.
Exactly. This is from Shelly Taylor. I don't know if Shelly's on here right now, but she sent me this Mother's Day card. It says Happy Mother's Day. And look at that. I like the way she ripped the pages on here.
I like
the
edges.
Right. She has like the scalloped edges. I love it.
So for those of you that say, I can't cut a straight line, well, look at this.
Donna Joe, they said y'all are funny with the snake references. They just will not stop.
You know?
They won't stop with the snake thing.
I bet you they stop when they see one in there and they wake up and their one is next to them in the bed. I bet they stop after that.
Oh boy, y'all are funny. This is so adorable.
I know.
And this is let's see. I love this paper right here.
You know, I like the fact, for the people, seriously, for people say I can't cut a straight line, everything on that just says fun.
Look at that, the scalloped
it says fun.
Edges. I love that. May have to try a card with scalloped edges. You know? I don't think I've ever done one with scalloped edges before. Tracey, thanks so much for the card. It was pretty. I'm enjoying the stamp set Spring Blossom. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. Hope you have a great Mother's Day. I hope I hear from my son. He's in boot camp. Oh, becoming a Marine. Shelly Taylor. Oh, well, we're going to pray for your son that he gets through that. I know that boot camp can be tough, not from any experience that I've experienced, but
Yeah,
I've heard people talk about it.
On it.
And a Marine. So we pray that each week he gets closer to the end of his boot camp. So I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day too, and you made the best of it. But how fun was this, babe?
I tell you what, when you see your son, don't be alarmed if you observe that everywhere that he's walking in step to anyone around him. He won't be able to stop himself for a long time.
Look, when I saw my sister, after she went to the Army, and I went to visit her when we were able to have visitors at boot camp, she was so muscled out. Like her body had not a zilch of body fat. She was in such great shape. I was just like, oh my goodness.
Tracey, Carrie Wood says, Bill, I was sent a free digi stamp and started laughing because I thought of you and snakes. It was a Christmas snake wishing everyone a hissing you Merry Christmas.
Oh, y'all are funny. Look at that. Oh, they talking about the seeing things in the dark? LOL. Imagine, Debsy said, imagine my surprise when I saw a towel on the floor and then it started moving.
Oh my God.
Those nighttime things, right?
Now, I will imagine you as you jumped out of the window, okay? That's the part I'll imagine.
See, who is this?
You know what? Here's something I have to say right here. Brenda Saxton says, I wish I could draw. I'm still on stick people drawing. Laugh out loud. My son can draw. He got that gift from God first and his dad. You know what, Brenda? I always tell people, embrace who you are. Start making stick people figures or whatever for your cards. Seriously. And once you draw them out and put clothes on them or whatever it is you do to the best of your ability, then color them. And I guarantee you, after a period of time, people will look at them and say, oh, this is a Brenda Saxton. Have you really seen...
I mean, I love stitching, so y'all know already that, it's just my thing.
Have y'all really seriously looked at the artwork that Picasso was most noted for? Now, he was a really good artist and could draw realism. But the things that he is most famous for looks like something that a kindergartner would draw. Seriously. So all I'm saying is, there was a thing, this last thing I said, we'll keep going, but there was an artist, a very famous artist, he was selling artwork for $50,000 per artwork. It was abstract. So finally, after years of putting this stuff out, they went to the studio and discovered he had a chimpanzee that had balloons filled with different colored paint, and he gave them to the chimpanzee, and he would throw them against the canvas. And after a period of time, he would just go up there and write his name on it and then sell it for $50,000.
Well, there you go.
Exactly.
So we need to get a chimpanzee?
You have one.
Oh, well, there you go. This is a gift that was sent from us. It came in an Amazon envelope. And it says, hi, Tracey and Bill. I can't wait for you all to try this on one of your live chats. I just know you're going to love it, just like I do. D. McKinney.
Oh, D. McKinney. D is on here too, I think.
And he did not go and get it.
D. McKinney, aren't you on here?
Bill was supposed to order some, and he just never did.
D, I have been talking about ordering this.
He sure has.
At least 2 years.
D just had to go ahead and do it. D was like, if these people...
Loved, okay?
And she sent us these little bottles.
I'm going to use
these bottles
some
are so
Reptile Blue. Do you hear me?
Well, now. So when are you going to use it, babe?
On my next card when I make it with the musical notes.
Okay. Well, there you go. You heard it.
Reptile
that
Blue.
Is so nice.
Bertha.
D.
I have Bertha. I have some Bertha glue.
D went and got us the Reptile glue. She was like, if them people don't stop talking about this glue, can you be used glass, cardboard, PVC, dries clear. I like that eye on there. Look at that. The reptile.
The reason I wanted to try this glue is because it has the exact same specs as our glitter glue.
Ceramic, wood, and plastic.
At a fraction of the investment.
Shake. It says shake the bottle well before using. That's what it says, babe.
C, aka Cheryl says, just don't use flour, Bill. Cheryl.
They just won't let you go, huh?
Vicky
she said, shake the bottle well before use. Poke a hole in the tip with a pin for precision opening. Allow it to get tacky before gluing pieces together. Rinse tip and cap in water immediately after use, or the product will glue the cap to the bottle. Wow. Is that
That's
strong?
some reptile glue, okay?
Cleans up with warm water.
See, reptile is not
And it says allow 12 hours for the product to set. Okay. That's a lot of directions. Okay. They lost me. You know where they lost me at? Rinse the tip and the cap in water immediately after use, or the product will glue to the cap. Will glue the cap to the bottle. So, yeah, that's where y'all lost me at. Okay. So yeah. But you know what? I think I could do it. I mean, Bill can do it. Yeah.
I'm going to definitely do it. D. McKinney says, I'm glad you got the glue.
She said.
I am too.
Purple paisley.
I'm excited.
Purple paisley plant. Try saying that.
Triple P. Just say triple P.
I like to say purple paisley planner.
Triple paisley planner.
Reptile glue. She said, wow, I thought that was a snake glue.
No, that was no snake glue, girl.
Snake glue.
Yeah, that wasn't that.
It wasn't snake glue, as Bill said. Bertha said, Tracy, that's not true. Oh, you don't have to do all that work, huh? Okay.
Oh, I have to say this.
There you go.
Vicky Jensen is saying the best card she ever got was from her hubby when he made her a stick figure Christmas card.
Oh,
okay. Those are like the best thing. Yeah.
That's the best. You know, people feel like, to me, it's the thought that counts. And yeah, it's really the thought. And I think there's a lot of thoughtful people.
Hold up.
There's a lot of thoughtful people. We have a lot of thoughtful people in our group. And don't ever think that you're not good enough. You're good enough. You can do whatever you put your mind to. And we don't go for perfection. Mindless crafting is not about perfection. It's about enjoying a process without having to overthink it. The whole crafting process without overthinking it.
That Brenda says, I'm going to be making me some stick figure cards. Thanks, everyone. Brenda, I'm telling you something. If you embrace that thing, you will discover that what you thought was a non-gift is a gift of the highest magnitude. Something like that, once you really examine it, could quite possibly change your life. Mm-hmm. I hate to say it like that, but it really could. When you look at some of the inventions that people have made, like pet rocks and stuff like that, the average person looks at that and says, what is this crap? But the person who embraced it saw something else. Tracy, remember the dog collar with the invisible dog?
I remember that was a fad, right?
Yeah, it was a fad. Mm-hmm. The average person would look at that and say, what is this? But that person went right to the bank with that thing.
Oh, D. McKinney says she's never had her cap dry to the top. So that's just don't overthink it, basically. And you can use a fine tip just like art glitter glue. And this one, you know what? Here's my art glitter glue. This tip looks a whole lot like the art glitter glue tip. So I can take one of these tips and put it right on here.
Bertha said just treat it just like you do art glitter glue.
Yep. Oh.
Triple P says, Tracy and Bill, you're the best.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that. Y'all make me want to make.
You want to try some reptile glue, don't you?
Y'all make me want to use some reptile glue.
Tracy's going to be reptiling.
Some reptile glue. Reptile glue. You know what? I saw an envelope here. Let's see. I saw an envelope here. I'm about to make a card.
There's something that is at the post office. I had to go stand in line, and it was at least about the line went all the way around the thing. We go to a regional post office, which is quite large, and the line was so long. I said I was not standing in this line. I'm going to go back in the morning early and be first.
So these little applicator glues. So Bill, I'll keep this bottle, and you'll get this little bottle right here.
Right, Bertha.
Is that true?
Bertha said, Bill, you have to try it first. No, I'll let Tracey try it first. That's my love for her.
Okay, then why don't you make the card? No. I'll let Bill make the card.
No, go ahead. I want you to do it.
You see what
Deion Solomon says, fill those little bottles with the reptile glue.
Right. I'm just punching a hole in this right here. But I'm just going to use it for right now to use it. I'll go back and...
Exactly. Too sweet for BS. She says, someone thought of gluing googly eyes on a rock and called it a pet rock, and they made
millions.
They made quadrillions.
It's just like the poop emoji.
Like the poop emoji, right.
Someone made all kind of stuff out of it. Okay, y'all got to make me do this.
Cheryl. I mean, Brenda Saxton. Brenda works for Hallmark, Tracey.
What?
Girl, don't let Hallmark take your $1 million idea.
Yeah, this is going to take too long. I'm going to, I have the patience for this, y'all. Let's see. Oops. Let's see, y'all. This stuff smells kind of good. Oh, this glue has a nice little scent to it.
Let me smell it, quick.
No, Bill.
Tracey's depriving me of smelling the glue.
You sound like a little kid.
I know.
Stop, because I can't be shaky. My hands have to be steady when I'm trying to pour this in.
Right. And they just want to say, oh, the smiley face. They made millions. Made a smiley face. And people go to art school to study Rembrandt, Leonardo da Vinci, and they're starving artists living under bridges. And this guy draws a circle, put 2 dots, and a little half thing for a smile.
Bill, this is going to be your
Oh, you give me the oops one.
No, I'm going to give you this big one right here.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. Okay, so I'm just,
Bertha. Bertha talking about Bill, stop being a chicken and make a card.
I know, right?
Hi, Carol Stern from Australia.
See how quickly he went to the next thing?
I did.
These pens are really
Hi, Dorjan. Dorjan says, I'm looking out the window right now waiting for the truck on my reptile glue that I've ordered.
Oh, look at y'all.
Exactly.
So, y'all sent this happy mail. I'm about to use it.
I got to smell it.
Y'all sent this. Bill, you know what?
I need to smell this glue.
Be careful when you, yeah. Okay, so let's see.
I don't smell nothing.
You don't have a really big sense of smell. This envelope is so cute on the inside. Jennifer Reel sent this. I'm gonna cut this part right here.
My sense of smell is really not that strong.
It isn't.
You have got. I'll smell something. You have one smelly thing. Okay?
I really smell some stuff. Okay.
Tracey can smell something behind a bank vault. Okay. They could use you to hunt cadavers. Okay.
Bill, that is just too funny. I'm gonna use this right here for my card. Jennifer Reel, thanks for the pretty envelope. That inside is so cute.
Figueroa.
Hey, Arabeth.
Ann J says, I am curious about those coffee cups. What are you curious about, Ann?
Okay, so we cut our little envelope here.
Get ready to use some reptile glue, girl.
We got a little bottle of reptile glue. I guess I need to keep the pen in it, huh? I probably need to keep the... So I'm using y'all happy mail to make a card, okay?
Tracey, Bertha Bless Wilson and Sonia Creel are messing with me.
Because they think you should be over here making this card. That's why.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That there.
Hi,
oh, let me go ahead and measure this then.
Here, let me read this real quick. Eva Freeman says, "Hey guys, I was able to visit my brother Sunday. He's doing so much better since he got out of the hospital, thank God.
Oh.
And now he says he wants to find himself a church to go to."
Oh, awesome.
And that must be significant. The way you said that, he sounds like the kind of guy who really didn't have much need for a church or anything like that. Sometimes you have to, you don't necessarily don't have to go all the way through the fire, but maybe feel the flame a little bit. That'll let you know. If the flame feel like this, I think I'll stay away from the fire. D. McKinney says, I
like taking my Happy Mail and making it into cards. It's so enjoyable because it kind of challenges you to make something using what someone else sent you, right?
Apparently, they say that's the best way to do it, by putting in those little bottles, because it does something to make it work.
Oh, okay.
Better.
Oh, so you just sent us the whole shebang, huh?
Hi, Anel Sampson. Anel Sampson says, I am new to this page. Y'all are too funny. I know I will be coming back.
We're not trying to be funny, seriously.
Actually, we are.
Isn't that cute?
Not. You're right, Trace.
But thanks. It's always nice to make someone laugh. Look at that. That's cute. So she used that. That's the paper. And so I'm going to use that. Jennifer.
Bertha says, Tracy, don't be afraid of the glue. Just act like you're using art glitter glue. Don't even.
Oh, I'm not afraid. Look, I'm using it live, so you know I'm not afraid. I don't want to show.
Vicky Jensen says, we're glue sniffers.
Don't tell anyone. Okay, so down there, right? Making a card from Happy Mail.
Now that is different. Here's a pretty good idea, Tracy. Karen Halgren says, great way to repurpose, Tracy. I've got it so that I write a note and tuck it inside a card so the receiver can resend that card to someone else.
Oh.
That's like a double gift. In a way.
So you just kind of resend.
I never thought about that, Karen.
That's a good idea.
Eva Freeman says, where did those stickers come from?
That's a good question. Are these from Dollar Tree? Malaya sent them.
Is Malaya on here?
Yeah, I think she's on here.
Malaya, are you on here? If
Malaya
so,
Branch.
Yes, if she is. She says, if you mean the Western ones, they came from Dollar Tree. Hi, Angie Prude. Yep, what did I miss?
I'm reusing your stuff, okay?
You missed everything. We're not even going to tell you.
Tell her what she missed, babe.
It's too much. You'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, watch the rewatch. There you go.
Ann J says, the stickers remind me of Lucky Luke. What is Lucky Luke?
Yeah, what is that? Okay, now I'm going to draw my little line across there.
Ann J says, I've had coffee cups on the mind for a few days. I want to make a card for a coffee addict. Who, for yourself? You can definitely make it for probably the majority of us in the room.
Yeah, I think these are so cute.
A lot of us in here not even supposed to be drinking coffee and drink coffee.
I like the way you said us.
People like, speak for yourself. Oh, Ann J says that's a cartoon. Well, there you go. Can y'all remember when we were kids and we got to see cartoons? We used to say to ourselves, adults are so stupid. When I grow up, I'm never going to not watch cartoons.
I'll always watch cartoons.
I'll watch it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the last time I seen a cartoon. And I was definitely one of those.
Okay. Going to add something to my coffee cup. A little coffee mug here. Now this is some cute paper. This is Malaya Branch's envelope, and it's got like, the envelope has a real pretty something on it. So I'm determined to use it. Look at that, y'all. The envelope in itself is pretty. Of course, I got to use this.
Breakfast making Lego cards.
Oh, are you? Aren't those Lego cards adorable? If y'all hadn't seen the tutorial, I do have a tutorial on Lego cards. You might want to look it up if you want to make a Lego card.
Tracey sent my brother a Lego card. He liked it so much, he bought a stand and put it on a stand.
He sure did, didn't he?
Yeah. And put it in his living room.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yes, Cheryl, we know. We know. Cheryl says, Tracey, I was looking at some past videos last night, and your mother is so cute and full of life. She was not giving up the blanket, and your daughter is an incredible artist.
Oh, thank you. You know what? And she does have, I do have the blanket.
Oh, she got that blanket.
Yeah, that my mother, off camera, my mother was like, here you go.
Hold on.
She was like, which one do you want?
My mother-in-law probably has at least 35, 40 blankets in that closet.
She sure does.
Huge, big ones.
She's a blanket hoarder, okay? And she likes to just look at them and see her work.
I can say with perfect confidence that right now, even as we speak, she is working on one.
On a blanket, right?
In fact, we're getting some more yarn for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of yarn was sold out during Mother's Day, babe.
Was it? That's because everybody needs something.
Mother's Day, yep. Mother's Day.
You're right, Ann. Ann says, Queen Tracey, the gold is a great touch.
Oh, thank you.
C.A.K. Cheryl says, Mama just can't say no.
Mama just couldn't say no.
DFC says, see, I knew she would give that to you.
She gave it to me. Y'all saw that video. I had to fight with my mother. She was like, you will not get a blanket. But I knew off camera if I kept asking, what about now, Mom? How about now? Mom, what about now?
Hold up. Sonia Creel's talking about some cartoon for me to watch called Unga Bunga Binga Bunga.
Huh?
Sonia, you still watch cartoons, huh? Sonia said, I'm not letting nothing change.
She's like, I'm just going to be watching my cartoons.
Hold up. Mardell says, my hubby and I, Two Super Best is telling Mardell, my hubby and I were talking about wrestling from back in those times of black and white TV. Let me tell you something. I remember I used to watch wrestling, and my favorite guy was this guy named Flying Fred Curry. Ooh, he was like the man. I remember I hated this guy named The Sheik. The Sheik was just villainous, just evil. He would bite people's eyes off, okay? To this, just, it was ridiculous. And Flying Fred Curry is like the hero, okay? And so he came to my little small town, Saginaw, Michigan. And I begged my mother, please let me go. Please, Flying Fred Curry's going to be there, please. She said, okay, I'm going to let you go. But you better go down there and represent the family. That's what they call it. You represent the family now when you go out in public. Because I'm not going to see no stupid Flying Fred Curry. I was about in the 6th grade or something. And we went downtown and saw that thing. And by the time we came out of there, so excited because Flying Fred Curry just destroyed the Sheik, right? We came out like wild rampaging beasts. Just you couldn't tell us we didn't know how to wrestle and acting the food and running up around the street.
Y'all gonna hurt somebody.
Eventually, we made our way home. By the time I got home, you know how it is in smaller cities now. By the time I got home, my mother was like, "So, how was the wrestling thing? Did you conduct yourself? Did you represent the family?" Yes. Then why did so-and-so call me and tell me? See, here's the thing. In a small town, everybody knows everybody. And the report gets to the house well before you get anywhere near. So don't need to lie. Because they know. They know already. And you know what went down after that. My mother turned into Flying Fred Curry on me. Okay? And the Sheik combined. She meant that you would represent the family.
Like don't go out there having me looking crazy. Exactly, Bill.
People gonna look at me and say, Tracey Phillips' child. That's her child. Acting like that. That's her. She can't parent. she ain't worth a crap as a mother. You know, that's the kind of stuff my mother, she would hear conversations in her head. I didn't say that, mother. Oh, yeah, I heard it. I heard you say it in my head. But I didn't. Yeah, you said it coming on here. You said it.
That's funny.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. But you know what, though? I understand that because I remember my son said something. No. And in my mind, I'm not even going to tell you what I heard. I could have swore he said it. I know I heard it, but I know he just said no. He was only about 3. But something in me was like, what did you say to me? What? So my mother, I guess that genetic genes just passed on down through my system, okay? Y'all know how it is. I know every one of y'all got a kid and said something, and you know the kid didn't say that, but in your mind, you heard him say it. And you acted accordingly, too. You're right, Anel Sampson. She says, we all become our parents as the years go by. You're right, Cheryl. She says, I heard you thinking. My mother would say something and then just turn and look in your eyes, looking for the slightest sign of discontent. Did your mother ever do that, Trace?
My mother got, yeah, she had, as short as she was, as little as she's still short.
If
she she really, you could, you know, she just, all she had to do was say it. She just had to say it, you know.
Hold up, Shaq. Y'all know who Shaq is. Shaquille O'Neal. He was like 7 feet when he came out of high school, 7'1" or something like that. His mother's on like 4'11" or 5 feet. His mother says, they said, did you have trouble? Because he was so big. She said, I didn't have no trouble. She said, I was standing on a chair. And hey, I ain't gonna tell you the rest of what she said.
That was it, huh?
Yes. Yeah, you may be 7 feet, but I'm mama up in here, okay? You're gonna find out today. When you eat that, or you're gonna live somewhere on the street by yourself. Now, he wouldn't live by himself because your kid 7 feet, you have a royal coach that's waiting outside hoping you put him out.
Oh, I was trying to read some of the messages. Malaya had said something about
Malaya
the
said,
envelope.
sharp idea with the gold. My sister brought me 3 packages of those envelopes for Mother's Day from Hallmark and some stationery to match. You heard that, Brenda Saxton? From Hallmark.
I'm using everything in here to just kind of repurpose, right? Because you can do that.
Bertha know about that.
Kind of loving the way this glue smells. Is that strange?
Yes, you're glue sniffer. That's what
I like the way that's
Vicky Jensen said.
I wasn't meaning to sniff the glue, but hey.
We must act accordingly. As it says in the book, in verse 3, chapter 26, I will take unto myself what is needed. That sounded real, didn't it?
Y'all, I'm just crafting. I'm not listening. I'm not listening to him. I'm just crafting, y'all.
That's how we justify
happen to have
it.
this
We'll
little
find something, okay?
Celebrate here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Now, since my children are in their 50s, and we still have the conversation.
The conversation.
I was a grown man. My mother could look at me and tears would come in my eyes. That's the kind of fear that a parent back in the day could put in you. Please, we can visit our grandmother. I know I'm not the only one who, your grandmother, great-grandmother, somebody made you go get your own switch.
Oh, yeah.
Go and get me something to beat your so-and-so with. And I'm looking at her like, does she really think I'm going to go get something for her to hit me with?
What, you get like a little switch or something?
I came back the first time like, I'm going to show her. I came back with something little. Please, she went out there and came back with a tree limb. After that, okay, I'll get it. No. She really did. She came back with something so big, I didn't know how she was able to carry it, okay?
It's hard to tell what this glue smells like. To me, it smells almost like a nice cleaning solution. I don't know. Someone was asking about what does the glue smell like.
One of the Lewis, don't feel bad, kids in school, they used to eat the glue.
I used to rub it on my hands. The Elmers, whoever, Let me know if y'all did this, okay? Take the Elmer's glue, rub it on your hands, right? And then peel it off. I don't know why, but it was just the most satisfying thing as a kid. Son Yo, you need to stop.
Oh,
Son Yo, my sister-in-law is on here.
y'all hear Tracey back here?
She said, Tracey, stop sniffing the glue. I know, right? Over here, sniffing glue. It's got a nice industrial smell to it.
I used to eat dirt when I was a kid.
I'm not surprised.
I can distinctly remember thinking, boy,
now I'm not surprised at that
so
for some reason.
This dirt is good. It ain't like the dirt down the street though. That
Wow.
dirt is better.
Wow.
As a kid, some of that seems to make sense to you. You know what I mean?
That is hilarious. Okay.
The thing about as a kid, you would play follow the leader to get up on the house, top of the roof of the garage, and the thought would always be
follow the leader.
It'd be okay if I jump off this roof.
And
we did it too.
So your parent didn't hit you with, if such and such jumped off a building, you gonna jump too?
Hold up. I bet you there are people in this live right now that play follow the leader and jumped off of stuff that they wouldn't dream of jumping off right now. And can't believe they did it at all.
Now I want to hold on to the hat. Part of me wants to hold on to the hat because it's super adorable, but I'm going to use the hat, y'all. I'm going to use it. There you go.
Exactly.
I'm going to use the hat.
Dee McKinney, no. She said, my grandmother make you go get a switch.
I
would come back with the most dead dry stick I could find, which would make her just even more mad. And she would go out and get another one. And then whoop even harder. And Dee, when you saw what she came back, I know my great grandmother one time got so mad she went on and came back with something she braided.
She braided a switch.
She braided something. I said, wait a minute, you going into Nate? Hold up. I'm gonna tell you how crazy that was, y'all. This is a real story. We traveled from Michigan to go down to Alabama. We would go every summer. We would stay and visit our grandmother there for at least a month, right? Now, on the way home, though, we stopped at one of those places, like gift type places, Stuckey's or something. It's on the highway.
Souvenir place?
Yeah, souvenir. Yeah. And I called myself, I was in about maybe the 6th or 7th grade. I called myself going to buy a whip because I had watched the Rifleman or something. They had this whip. I said, I'm going to get that whip. Ooh, I'm going to get that. And I got the whip and went home. I'm out. Playing with the whip, okay? I did something crazy. I don't know what I did. And my mother was like, go and get that whip. I said, what?
You done bought your own switch, huh?
And I act like I couldn't find the whip. So of course, she got a switch, right? I act like I couldn't find the whip. But after that whooping, and after I was able to be free and clear, I took the whip and ran down about 1.5 miles from where I am. There was this creek, and I threw that whip in the creek. I said, this will not be used, okay? I do not need this around.
You bought your mom some weaponry, huh?
Oh, no. Oh, no. We will not be having this. I like, give me a snake.
You know.
I'll take a snake.
Y'all are funny.
Ooh, Dee McKinney says, laugh out loud. I would see her across the yard carrying a switch from the woods, and I would automatically start crying, just dancing, because I knew I was about to get it. Dee, that's how I was sometimes when I would act a fool in church. See, here's the thing. My parents, especially my grandmother, great-grandmother, church was sacred ground to them. You didn't do no wrong at church. And if you did something crazy, they would look at you with this look. This particular look meant that you had gone too far. There was nothing you could possibly say. You were going to be cremated the moment you walk in the house. So, of course, on the way home, you would try to be good. Mama, look at this. Let me open the door for you. I opened the door for you, Mama. I love you. So, Mama, you so pretty. Ooh, Mama. Yeah, right.
Get in there. Go get the switch.
I keep looking at her face. Then I would start searching her face the way she would search my face, looking for maybe some break. And when I didn't see it, then as we got closer to home, I started going. I look again. Because I knew what was coming. Okay?
Wow.
Ooh, D, your mother was no joke. She said she would make her hold a bar of soap in her mouth, washing out her mouth, and she heard me say a dirty word, just like they did on Christmas Story. I one time I called my brother a fool, and as far as they were concerned, I might as well say the worst thing y'all could imagine.
That was a bad word.
Fool was a bad word. I remember I sung the song. Do the funky chicken, but all I got is funk. Before I got the key, my great grandmother had backhanded me with such authority. I just remember looking up. Please, you couldn't sing nothing like that around my house. You couldn't sing. Hi, Crystal Backmon.
Hey, Crystal. I'm just making cards from Happy Mail.
Oh my God.
And Happy Mail packaging.
Hold up. Wait a minute, Tracy. Karen Halgren not only is commenting on the soap washing of the mouth, she's commenting on the fact that, but Ivory soap was the worst. Like there's types. What? Oh, Zest was pretty bad, but it wasn't as bad as Ivory. You must have said some stuff growing up, girl. Ooh, D. I know you got it. If I had said this to my mother, I probably wouldn't be on this show right here. D said, my mama asked me if I wanted her to wash my mouth out with soap. I could just hear, you want me to wash your mouth out with soap? I told her that if you did, I would blow bubbles out of my butt. Oh my God, that whooping hurt.
You're trying to be a smarty, huh?
You were trying to be a smarty. Well, if I had said that, I would have just went and, Mama, can I just lay in the casket now? Let me just beat you to the punch.
That is funny. So far, so good.
Pat Jones says, I've only been here for 30 seconds, and once again, I'm already laughing. Pat, you laughing on your own.
Pat.
She just cut on the thing in anticipation, and she cut on the screen. Who would have cut it off? Man, Ann J said my grandma was threatening us a hot pepper.
Oh, Lord. D. Nicole said that, hey, Tracy and Bill, just wanted to let you all know that Amazon has those Adaxi markers in stock again.
Adaxi.
Oh, boy. Those sold out pretty quick, didn't they?
Jessica says those my dad's strict, too. He really didn't have to be. The women in my family structure, it's like we were pledging, okay? My dad, but here's the thing with my dad. If he jumped in it, if he happened to spank or something, you knew about it. I had to have done something really bad. I mean, really bad. Because he really didn't do that. My father could just look at me and I was just crying.
That's when you know, okay?
Because you know what? Because he instilled this thing in me that I have expectations of you to perform a certain way. And he would look at me in a way that almost let me see the hurt and disappointment that he had.
Oh.
And I felt this sadness that I just fallen so short. You know what I mean? Now, my mother and them, I knew they were going to get me no matter what. They didn't care what it was. But my father, there was always hope. And I knew that, you know what I mean? So if he got me, I really deserved it beyond all measure. Hi, Tina Martin.
Oh, Donna's asking me, how's that glue? I like it. It's like using
Art glitter glue.
Art glitter glue. Yeah. It seems very similar to it. Same kind of flow.
That's funny. D. McKinney says, I would come home from church with bruises on my legs from my grandma pinching me in church because I was moving around too much. What's funny now is that my husband and I attend a very loud and lively church that thinks if you're not jumping and running around the aisles, you're not praising God. my grandmother there would grab my, what is this thing called right here, Tracy?
Oh, like your shoulder?
Right by the neck, the clavicle.
Ouch.
Right there.
Yeah, that would. Mm-hmm.
The thing going from the neck down to the shoulder, like, whatever that's called. My great-grandmother grabbed that thing, and you talking about some pain. You're right, too, Sleeper Bears. You can see the hurt and disappointment, and that actually did hurt more than the whipping. It really did.
I know. Look, Sonia said, "Oh, Bill."
I understand, D. D says they were raised that you didn't talk and move in church. It's just pretty difficult for her to act differently.
Cheryl said it's the upper trapezius.
That's what it was. That sounded like what it was.
Trapezius. My mother would grab your earlobe.
Because it's definitely
like that
upper.
certain part of your earlobe. Not even the earlobe, that top part, and just kind of squeeze. I was like,
Ooh, Pat Jones. Pat was in a net.
Oh, Cheryl says she's a she's a massage therapist, so she knows.
Hold up. Pat Jones says exactly, Bill. Your whole family of older relatives had high expectations for us all, and my whole family lived around one block. So, Pat, I'm going to tell you what happened to you, because I experienced this in Alabama when I went to see my great-grandmother, because we had relatives like that who lived down the street. If you did something, it's like a net. They would catch you down at the end. That person might give you a whooping. And if you passed by, and the word was traveling down the street already, then we had to pass by this one lady house who was almost like a relative. And she would call me over, and she would definitely give you talking to, and sometimes she might get you. Then by the time I got home, it was already known what was done. Then the real thing took place because I disrespected the family. Then we went through that again, Kind of like pledging.
Sounds like it.
You're right, Cheryl, and you didn't have to be related. You're right. That's what it was. You related to the fact that you were part of the community, the village. Exactly, Cheryl. Let's call it the village. It takes a village to raise. Oh, Teresa Hunter, your mother she wanted to hide the evidence, so she would pinch the soft meat under your arm underneath the clothes and turn it while she pinched it.
Y'all making me achy just thinking about all of this stuff. Okay.
Hi, Amber. Yes, Dee, we like the glue.
I love it. These little bottles are cute too. These are super adorable.
I'm using it on my next creation.
Bill's going to use it on the next creation. There you go. So there you go for reptile glue, y'all.
You know what Sherelle says? I'm
Thumbs
laughing
up.
and cringing at the same time. Isn't it funny how we can laugh about it now?
Now you can laugh about it. Then.
You're right, Karen and Wanda. It's the words can actually hurt more than the physical. Yeah, you know why? Because the physical will pass, but the words can stay. And it's amazing how the words work in two ways. You have words that remain because they were spoken, and then you have words that remain because they were never spoken. And you wish they were, but they weren't.
And Jay said, I had a teacher at school. She would pinch our cheeks and say in a sing-song voice, very clever.
Hold up. How many of you grew up in school systems where you got paddled? I did. And I grew up in Michigan.
Not me. My mother would be right up at that school ready to fight somebody.
Hold on, let me tell you, my mother be at school too, but you know what she would do? And she did this before also. One time I did something crazy. I won't go into that story. I did tell it before. But the teachers put me go stand behind the door. Of course, I didn't care. Whatever, I stand behind the door. I was in the 7th grade. And next thing I know, I looked down the hall from behind the door, and my mother, who's also a teacher, she was a principal, is walking down the hall towards my classroom. So the school my mother's principal was only about maybe 10 minutes from my school. My heart just dropped out of my body. You hear me? I walked across the bathroom, was right across the hall from where I was standing in the door. So I quickly walked across as if I was coming out of the classroom. Went in, and I was in the bathroom like, oh my God, I was praying to everybody. I said, Lord, if you save me from this, I'll answer the call. I was saying every kind of prayer you could imagine, right? Next thing I know, this kid came in, Billy, your mother says come into this classroom right now. I went into that classroom, and to make a long story short, the next thing I know, I'm being bent over the desk in front of everybody in the class getting paddled. She's like, if you want to act a fool in front of the class, then you can get your so-and-so beat in front of the class. And I'm telling you, it was so humiliating. I never acted up like that again because I was so afraid that my mother would come up there because they did not play. It really was a village. Right, Pat Jones. She says, my mom would say our teachers at the beginning of the year just to give them permission to the teachers to spank us. And that's exactly what they did back then. There was none of this. You better not hit my child. I'm going to come up and whatever. Oh. Scrapbook Diva says, I have those little bottles and they leak. Am I doing something wrong?
These are so far so good. I like this. Well, they came like this, so I like these little bottles. Very convenient. And I like the pen. The pen seems very a little bit thicker.
A lot of them don't give pens.
I like that.
You own your own.
Got the metal tip and everything. This is such a good bargain. And this is Crafter's Toolbox from Doris. And I guess the bottle, it's a 0.7 ounce bottle. Good idea. Good idea. Well, there you go. I got to use some of the stickers and stuff we got in Happy Mail to make a card.
Look at that.
There you go.
See, there's a bunch of people talking about their paddling experiences, Tracey.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people went through that. That's it. Ooh, Sonia Creel. She says, look, I once worked in a secondhand store. This little boy kept challenging his mother, which annoyed me. I gave him that black mother's look. That poor boy became meek and mild. Some of y'all may not know what that means, but since I'm black, I know what that means, okay?
I know what it means.
I know what that means.
Even when I was taller than my mother, like in the 5th grade, I knew what that meant. She gave me that look.
I know what that means.
I remember when they called me up to the school when Ariel had no, they didn't call me up to the school, but something happened in the after school program, and Ariel hit this boy in the eye. And so when I got there, because I never really had a behavior problem with the kids, with the girls when they were in school. So when the after school teacher came to me and said, I think Ariel's might have been in 3rd or 4th grade, and said that Ariel had struck a little boy, I was like, what? So it's funny because when I went to pick her up, even the after school teachers were like, Ariel never hits any. She was like a favorite of theirs because she was just always. So I knew that this little boy must have pushed her to the brink. And she had said that she had told the little boy to stop, you know, and all of this. So when I got there to pick her up, and the teacher was telling me, you could see this look on Ariel's face like, oh my goodness, I'm about to get it. Right? So Ariel was in, fourth. No, she must have been in second
younger.
grade.
Yeah, she was young.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea might have been in, So anyway, Chelsea somehow was in the car too. So when I finally got outside, we get in the car. So here's her older sister, first response. So Ariel, did you hit him with the left or the right?
Wait, that is not the way to start the conversation.
Right. She's like, did you hit him with the left or the right? But even after school teacher said he won't be messing with her anymore. She said that little boy always gives people problems. Gives other little kids, always have a complaint about him every day. She said, and the fact that he was hit in the eye by a girl, she said, and it actually left a mark. He's, he won't be messing with anybody for a while. But, I always tell the kids, just whole nonviolence and, let a teacher know, don't be bullied in school, all of that. But Ariel got fed up that day.
I told her not to do it.
You know what? It's funny, Sherelle, because the after school teacher was like, look, if you ask me, I think he deserved it. Because she was like, Ariel, they never had a problem at Ariel. She was just this super cute kid and she played with everybody. Everybody wanted to play with her. And she was like, look, when she said Ariel, because I was trying to keep the straight face, I'll get home and have a talk with her and all of that. As soon as we got in the car, Chelsea was like, did you hit her with the left or the right? I laughed. I couldn't help it. I did laugh. I think she hit him with the right, though. I think he did leave folks alone after that.
Man, yeah. Joanne, that teacher was serious that day. She said, I had a teacher that had a big paddle. And I remember a boy stuck a spelling book in his pants. And when the teacher used the paddle, it broke. You know what? If that's something,
that sounds like something in a
if something like that had happened, they would have sent us right to the office, and then the principal, Mr. Johnson, he had won the state championship in ping pong. So believe me, his wrist, and I think in tennis too, his wrist was legendary. Okay, you did not want to go to his office.
Look at y'all. Look at that. They still talking about Ariel.
That's the last
they said
thing
good for her. I bet he deserved it. I bet he left folk alone after that, huh? Bertha, I think he was a bully.
You know what?
But you know what? My kids were never really like bullied. That would actually be a problem for me because I think that would be my thing, like to go up to the school. And now I gotta,
but the thing about it though, sometimes the kids, they have to be able to They have to be able to deal with themselves because if your mother got to come with mommy, you got to call mommy, you know what I mean? And you get like a certain reputation that as a kid, you just don't want, especially if you're a male child. And you have to walk, it has to be a very delicate act of teaching that kid, you don't bully, you don't fight, you don't do this, but at the same time, the person put their hands on you.
Yeah. And their kids were, their school was very proactive too.
Once again, the way it went on us, protect the reputation of the family. I know that sounds bad, but that's just how it went down in my family. Protect the reputation of the family. So
that's very observant of Cheryl Garrett. Yeah. She said she was probably defending someone who gets harassed a lot. She actually was defending other girls on the playground who were being harassed by that little boy. That was actually what happened. That actually was the thing that happened. Yep.
Ariel was really good about that. Ariel was the type of girl who, if there was someone who no one else would play with, or they shunned the person, they seemed, this person looks poor. Or this person
She's like this magnet. Yeah.
Ariel would be the one to invite her. Can she come and spend the night? Can this person come to my party? Can I? She was that type of person. She always was.
Yeah. Now you'll have all every so often you'll have that parent though that and this is a true story. I almost got into a fist fight at work, y'all. Into a fist fight at work. Oh my goodness. This was in the Bronx, New York. Almost got into a fist fight, but y'all don't want to hear about that, okay?
Yes, we do. They want to hear it. What happened?
Bill, it's almost like
they want to hear it.
We've been on here for how long?
Don't y'all want to hear this? I want to hear it.
I know, right? A librarian in a fist fight.
I got to hear it.
The children's librarian, no doubt, right?
Everybody's saying they want to hear it.
Y'all too much, okay?
Because you're as nonviolent as can be. What in the world could possibly make you flip the script, okay? Inquiring minds.
Okay, so this was like not really at the beginning of my library career, but I worked in the South Bronx. Okay, so look, Joanne is like, yes, please. So yeah, this was in the South Bronx. Let's see.
Melissa Zapata, I already know.
I was already at a regional library, so that library was pretty big. And so I was the senior librarian for the entire upper floor, which was the children's room. So I always taught, sometimes we have at least 70 to 100 kids after school, okay? And I considered that space, that children's library area was a safe place where kids could come, they could sit down, you know, kind of like regroup themselves after school and just do their work in a peaceful environment. So, and then I'd have tons of programs for the kids. Y'all, when I say programs, I had magic shows, animal shows, arts and crafts program. I mean, we had so many programs like every week. You knew you could come and have fun and such, right? So I had to make sure that it was a safe place for kids to be. So I would always have this one little girl, and she would always do something to disrupt the program. And so just when I thought I got her under my wing, because I was really good at winning a kid over. You know, sometimes it'll take more time than others, but she knew that she could come back when she was ready to behave and such. Mm-hmm. So we hadn't really had many instances, but I would never see her parent with her. She was about maybe 7 years old. First I had to get her to not, you know, some of the language that she was using, right? Anyway, she had struck another child so hard that the poor child just about fell out, right? So I told her, you have to leave. I put her out. I put her out of the library, y'all. And her mom came up to the library. And she came in at the high time in the afternoon when everybody was there. All my kids, all the kids that I talk about, telling them to be nonviolent. We can work on a peaceful resolution, the whole bit. So as soon as the mom came in, I happened to be sitting at the reference desk, and I saw her approach one of the staff members and said,
walking kind of fast, huh?
Where's Miss, I need to speak to Miss Tracey. And I could hear the voice. I could hear it in her voice, you know, like I could already hear the confrontation. I said, and I was like, one of the things I always pray for is please don't let me get into a fight. In the library, okay? Do not let me get into a fight. You understand, I worked in a rough area. So what bothered me was the fact that she came in and disrupted the whole afternoon flow, just was really loud, asking for me. So I could already see the staff
publicly asking.
The staff already tensed up. They were looking like,
oh, it's gonna go down.
Uh-oh. And then the kids. See, my thing was the kids are watching. And that was the voice that went through my head. Tracy, the kids are watching.
Here comes so-and-so, mom. I heard she done killed somebody.
The kids are watching. Now, here's what ended up happening. You have to try to not get into defensive mode. But I hate to tell y'all, I was immediately went into defensive mode. And here's why.
What does that mean?
This is the parents. This is the parent that never comes to the library with their child. And now that I decide to take a stance and have your child leave the library, you're coming up here to confront me over some mess. You know what I'm saying?
Because your child is threatening.
Because your child did something wrong. You're upset with me. And so when she came in, I immediately stood up to let her know that here I am. And so here's what happened.
And you look pretty physical.
She got into my personal space. So that was already a no-no. It's like, don't get in my personal space.
Your spine was bristling, huh?
So she said, I'm such and such mama. I said, I'm well aware of whose mama you are. I said, I know exactly who your daughter is. She comes to every program. And the thing was, the daughter was with her. So my thing was to move this woman to a private room rather than possibly have an altercation in front of all of my kids.
Well, you didn't want no witnesses.
Those were my kids in that library. You're coming into my home and you're disrupting our flow.
If it went down the wrong way, there were very few witnesses.
It wasn't even a matter of, are you afraid of this woman or are you intimidated by this woman? It was a matter of, your kids are watching, right? So I took her and I said, oh yeah, we could talk about this, but we need to come over here to another. I took her to a private room. I said, yeah, because I need to tell you about several behavior problems that I've had with your daughter before I decided to put her out of the library. So anyway, I told her about her kid. I said, look, if your kid comes to the library, rest assured she's going to be in a safe place. I said, I have certain rules in the library. There's certain things that she cannot do. So if someone was to strike your child, was to hit your child, I said, you would expect me to do something, right? To protect your kid. So you can kind of see her demeanor kind of change. I said, your daughter comes to every program. Story times, magic shows. We have little party celebrations, reading club celebrations. I said she comes to everything, but I can't allow her to break the rules. It's just not going to happen. I said, I've given her several, and I told her with her kid right there, like her kid was right there.
Protect the other kids.
Right. Now, so her demeanor started to change. I said, now, here's what you can do. I said, you're invited to come to any program that we have at the library. You're welcome to come. I said, I invite you to come. I have parents to come and help me. So you can come, anytime, feel free to come to the program and see what your daughter is doing, And so her demeanor kind of changed. She was more like,
you're disrespecting the family. You put that in her mind. Right. She shifted to that thing to her daughter. You are out here disrespecting the family.
Basically, I said your daughter's disrespectful. I said she continues to disrupt the program. She continues to hit on other kids. I said I can't have that. I said it has to stop today. Those are the options. I said if your child was being hit by another child, wouldn't you expect me to protect her? And she was like, yeah, I sure would. Like. If your child was trying to do homework and there was another child trying to disrupt them, wouldn't you want me to have a safe place or a comfortable place where your child can learn? Yep. I mean, I asked her some questions. Hey, she became one of my parent volunteers, babe.
It was one of the best, huh?
She became one of my super active parent volunteers.
Did the daughter exhibit better behavior after that?
Oh yeah, because I think the daughter just wanted attention. And to me, at
sure she got it that day.
7-year-old, you know how to make certain decisions. You know how to do what's right. She was a good kid. The kid became one of my helpers because she was actually now taking the example of what her mother was doing. Yeah.
That was a pretty good story.
Yeah. There's some other nightmare stories, but I can't even go into that. 20-something year career as a librarian and to be able to come out without having to get in a fist fight, I think it's pretty good. Y'all be shocked at some of the things that happen in the library.
Well, actually, you know what? To be perfectly honest, when you were talking about that South Bronx thing, you know, it was actually quite incredible that you could create a safe space like that. Because I remember times you were telling me y'all would have to go out and clean the parking lot up that have needles and just all type of stuff out there going on. That meant the kids had to go through a very
just to get to the library
dangerous environment just to get to a safe haven. You know, it's quite admirable that you were vigilant of those kids and determined that they were going to have one place in that community where they could grow.
Right, exactly. They knew that. And the thing was that most librarians didn't last at that particular library. Most librarians didn't last for more than 3 months. Y'all were going to think 3 years, right? 3 months. I ended up staying at that library for 7 years. And when I tell you I was in tears when I left, in tears, because I got so wrapped up in that community. They were like family, basically. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting. Tracey said, but she didn't necessarily take Spanish, but she was in the community so strongly that it's like she could understand Spanish.
Yeah, we actually had a large Hispanic community, and it was like I have to tell you that was probably one of the best places I worked because it was just it was just so rewarding to be and be able to make an impact, you know. Yeah. That's the way to handle things, Margie. And I think the hardest thing was the thing for me is I need to have the kids when they see how I react, they learn how to work through situations that might be challenging through looking at adults. Adults still have to be the example. You still do.
You're right, Brenda. Brenda Saxon says the kids never do get a whole story. That's why I always listen to my son's side of it, and then I listen to the teacher's side.
Yep, because I could imagine what this little girl said. That lady at the library threw me out, Mama. She was so mean to me, and I didn't do anything.
She says because I know my son. And you know, a lot of people said, my child would never, come on, before you ever say let that come out your lips, you know your child. Mm-hmm. It's not, don't lie to yourself. You know your child.
She came in there, she was ready to be upset with me. I could tell. A
mother, let me tell you something.
I think my height helped though.
Yeah, when I was coming up, okay, this is what I mean when I say you know your child. My child could be outside playing with other kids. It could be 100 kids out there playing. And you know how they are playing and screaming and this and that. If my child so much as said, I knew the cry of my child. I knew my child, I needed to go outside right now. Because that is my child crying.
Yeah.
And that's how it went down. And I know y'all experienced that. You know your child.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have been known to throw a relative or two out of the house, so but that's a whole nother story.
What do you think? What do you think Jeffrey Dahmer's mama said? My child didn't do that. He was just hungry. No, baby. No. If you didn't know your child was out there like that, I'm sorry, okay?
Look at Cheryl. Cheryl said she got called to the office about her son. The principal told her son to wait outside the office. She was like, nope. Whatever you can say about my son, you can say to you can say to your son too. Right.
That's how you do. You know what? My mother would do that too.
You
because
can say to my son. Right.
Her thing was, my mother was saying, I want my son to hear you. Hear him, hear you. You know, because that, and then while my son can look at you and look at me, because there's a lot of messaging that's going on right now. So when I get home, there will be no confusion about why what's getting ready to go down is going down. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my. Yeah. But I think 20 plus years without getting into a when you work in a public environment, you have so many different um, people and attitudes, and and just so many different things coming at you. You just don't know what day they've had, what you know. You just don't. I've had people come back and apologize to me for just being so rude, So
You're right, Jessica. Jessica said parents these days seem to be afraid of their children. And I think that's because the parents are looking at the kids, at their children, like they're their friends. Now, there's a certain friendship that you develop, but your kid is your kid, and you are the parent, and they are the child. You know what I'm saying? And there are things that you can only do for that child as a parent. He has friends to do things for him as a friend, but he don't have a parent. He don't have a mama to do things like a mama gonna do, or a daddy to do things like a daddy's gonna do, and you have to do them from that perspective. You understand what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And when the kid grows up, my daddy used to always say, he said, my daddy was hardcore. He said, I cannot be my kid's friend. He says that when they grow up and become a man, I'll be their friend then. But right now, I have to be their daddy. My daddy used to always say that. He said, the only thing I can be right now is your daddy. And that's what I'm going to be.
Yeah.
He would always say that. He said, you want to play, you go out there and play down the street with your friend down there, but we are not playing it here. Right now, I'm your daddy, and this is the rule. There's no negotiation on this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically. I told my kids, don't let me have to come up to that school for some kind of behavior problem. When you go out into the world, you're a representation of me. And so I need you to act accordingly, So that way I won't come up there.
That's very interesting.
I told them I'll come up there up to the school with a headscarf, a limp, some rollers in my hair, and a blackened in tooth. Okay.
This is interesting, but Aunt J
says that says Chelsea Mama.
Ooh.
So don't let that happen. And they never did.
Aunt J says parents need to take off the blinders that God gives almost all of them to see their kids and teach them what is right and wrong. And quarantine is teaching a lot of parents that those kids are not always angels. They know that, Aunt J. You're right, Wanda Lewis. Wanda Lewis, you said a lot of good things.
I've actually had to stop children from disrespecting their parents when they come into the library. I would hear these kids talk to their parents in such a derogatory way, and I would be like, wait 1 minute.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It would just be like, I had one girl like shush her mother, told her mother basically to be quiet. And then she proceeded to talk to me, after she done shushed her mother in front of me. And I was just like, she must have been about maybe 14 years old.
Exactly. At that point, it's too late.
And I was just so taken aback. I couldn't even, whatever she was asking me completely went out of my, I couldn't address this girl. This is at work now.
My God.
And this girl disrespects her mother so badly that I was just like, what did I just hear? And so then she proceeds to put that same energy on me. And so I knew that day, this had to be, this was another moment where I was just like, I said, do you know me? I asked her, do you know me? Because on teens, you have to answer a different way than how you handle it like a smaller kid. So my first question was to her after she asked me whatever she asked me in this really rude voice. I said, do you know me? She said, no. I said,
that's almost enough to stop you in your tracks.
Do you have a problem with me? And so she's looking at me all puzzled, like, no. I said, because you seem to have an attitude with me. I said, I just saw you disrespect your mom. And the fact that I told her that she disrespected her mom made her a little bit more angrier. So she would look at me kind of puzzled. I said, so first thing was, what school do you go to? I said, and so she told me what school she went to. And I said, I saw you talk to your mom. And I said, it really is not a good look. I said, and you, I don't know you from anybody. I said, but my first impression of you is not a good one. I said, so I said, how are you? And then my question was, how are you as a student? And she said, oh, I'm a straight A student. And so I said, imagine though that if you brought a positive attitude along with those grades, I said, the sky's the limit. I said, it made me cringe at the way you spoke to your mom, you know. And so me and this young girl who never really met me had an actual conversation right there in the library. And this little girl became such a good representation of how a teen should be, you know. And even her mom said, I'm glad that you said something. Because I feel like the mom was just tired, you know. I really feel that. I don't feel like, you know, I think the mom has some other things going on. She was just really tired.
She probably was worn out from having to spend so much time talking to the kids.
Yeah. This girl was so smart, though. But if we can get past that attitude.
Bye, Joanne.
To see what this girl was capable of. Never had a problem out of her after that. Her mom said even her attitude changed. She can't wait to get to the library to come and see me and take out some books and all of this stuff. Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you can't talk to every teen though, because some teens they just don't want to listen. But for the most part, I just can't do it. The disrespect is just. I just can't do it. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway. I think we've talked enough on here.
You know what? And here's the thing. Even though we're not a lot of talking, Tracey, since Tracey can't see all the comments, there's been some incredible commentary going on back and forth on the site.
I would love to hear
everything you're saying. I can see, but every one of these could actually be a podcast or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just phenomenal.
Look, Crystal Bachman said, Tracey, that was me at school looking crazy. Hair on top of my head, raggedy house shoes on, crusty feet. I was the tornado single parent, and my children I took no mess from.
I could just see Crystal. They probably said,
and Crystal, girl. It paid off, didn't it? It paid off. Sometimes you have to go to a whole nother level. You can't be like, you know, you just got to go. You just got to get.
And probably saw Crystal. And
I think that's what I used in the library was like, when I start asking them questions, even the teenagers, they would be like, this lady, this something ain't right. Something's a little bit different.
Crystal, I showed you like your alligator shoes. Those some nice alligator shoes. Oh, those your feet?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I would just come to them from a little, you know, different. I worked at a private school, and so we had a lot of kids that were super
Everbeth.
I'm talking about super rich, okay? And so these are 6th graders to 12th graders. And boy, some of the way the kids would come at me, y'all would just be surprised, okay, at how these kids would just act. But I think the single most thing was that they wanted someone to listen to them. And they wanted to actually have a conversation.
They wanted to be seen, Tracey. And that's the thing. That's why a lot of them act the way they do, because they want so desperately to be seen and acknowledged.
Yeah. But I would have these kids that be like, my dad is the CEO of such and such. You're not allowed to talk to me like that. And so sometimes I would say to them, I said, well, you know what? No, someone said, my parent pays your salary. That's what they would say. So I would say, well, tell your parent I need a raise. And they would look at me like, there's something wrong with it. This is not the regular quiet librarian. Nope, sure not. Yeah. Anyway. It was.
Brenda's not playing.
I actually worked at that school for 7 years too. Must be something about the number 7.
Brenda Saxon says her brother-in-law has tried to get her to work in the school district, and I asked him, why does he hate me so much? He knows I'm gonna go to jail. You know I'll go to jail if I go work in the school system. Don't have me go there.
Oh my goodness. Look, Crystal said, I sacrificed too much and I expected excellence. Yup. For a good while, too.
My mother used to take homework and tear it up. This is not up to the standard. Rip it to shreds. Can't I just erase this up? She would tear it to shreds. Mm-hmm. She would have to start from scratch.
So when you came along, did it seem like the girls were in a strict environment? Well, I don't think it was strict. I think it was just that,
everybody was in a strict environment, but the girls, we were taught to...
No, I'm talking about with Chelsea and Ariel. When you came into my life, they were still... I think, was Chelsea just starting?
No.
Elementary
hold on, I'm going to tell you something. It was very interesting because Tracey did not use corporal punishment because she might have did that at a certain point very early in their youth, but she did not use corporal punishment. She was able to use other devices to have ironclad control while not extinguishing their spirits. She was able to get maximum expression out of them while having ultimate respect. I don't know what all you.
Well, the thing was, I didn't want them. When I told them I was going to take something away, I took it away. There was no well, okay, nope. When I put down whatever that rule was, put it down, and then go ahead and if they don't act accordingly, take whatever that thing away is. That was the thing that worked. Or timeouts would work for me. But the timeout would be, you're going to be over here until you want to make the decision. So timeout is going to be as long as they need it to be so that they can make the decision. When you're ready to make good choices, then you could come out of timeout. And
then you would interview them as they came out.
You would tell me,
right. If it wasn't right, they go back.
Mm-hmm.
No, your mindset is not quite where it needs to be. Get back in timeout, and we'll talk about it again.
Right. Only the one would work. Yeah, Chelsea fell out in the store one time, and that was the only time she fell out. But I had to leave the shopping cart there, and we left the store. She wanted something. She wanted a bike. She wanted a bike. She was like 3 years old and wanted a bike. And I was like, oh, here's what parents talk about when they say their child just had a complete meltdown in the store. And so I said, no, we're not getting the bike today. And she fell out on that floor. Y'all, I left her right there. I just kept walking. She was not going to get me going down that road because I knew if she gets me at 3, she's going to get me well into the future.
Oh, Crystal Bachman says, well, tell me the other devices because I got a grandbaby coming, a little boy, so you know what I'm about to go through.
See, my thing is to discipline, but I don't want to break my kid's spirit. I've been through that. Growing up, I've been through that. So I wanted to have really confident young ladies and to let them know that the power is within them to make the decision. So we got into that like quickly so that we didn't have the problem later on.
As a man, I don't believe that a man should spank a girl daughter. I just don't believe that because I want my daughter to be able to.
I don't think a mom should either.
If she meets a man, I want it to be implanted in her mind. My daddy didn't lay his hands on me, and I know. I want to say a certain word, but I know for certain that you're not gonna put your hands on me. Not like this. We can't talk about it or get along, and we need to go our separate ways because. That's not how I was raised, and I'm just simply not going down that road. And I have to call my family, and they are crazy.
Well, I know what spankings did to me growing up, and to me they didn't really work. Only make you just, So I didn't want to use that type of discipline on my kids. So once I finally figured out what my parenting style was, then I was able to. But I communicated with my kids a lot too. I didn't do like a lot of the baby talk and stuff. I talked to them.
Baby talk.
I reasoned with them, and they got it.
Kids are extremely reasonable, extremely logical, extremely. They're little geniuses, actually.
Yeah, I just couldn't.
How many of you guys have seen the video of the young man? And he's sitting down with his son, who's about 1.5 years or something. and the kid can barely talk. He can't really talk, not really, but he tries. And the guy is sitting down watching a football game or something. He's talking to his son, just like we're talking now. Remember that video, Tracey? He's like, "So, son, what do you think about the?
Oh yeah,
What do you think they should
conversation.
do? Do you like the fact that he went to the over to the right, or do you think he should have went down the middle?" And the kid is pointing, so and so, and this and that. I agree, son. I think the middle one would have been a better choice. But you know, they do have. Look at that big guy right there. He's pretty big. Maybe going around the end is a good idea. Well, no, because that's it, and that's how. And it was such the video went viral. It has millions. And
Oh
millions
yes,
of views.
it's so adorable.
Millions
It's so
of
adorable.
views.
Yes, and Jay, she said she
Damn,
loves that video.
too.
Yeah,
Isn't that a great video? That's how I talk to my kids.
because here's the thing: kids can understand from a very early age. And I taught a class. We taught. It was about
brain development.
Brain development in children, and it literally starts in the womb. And the amount that the child's brain grows from when they are like from newborn to 3, that's why it's important to have conversations with your children at that very early age. It's important to read to them so that they can know what language is, and it's important to you can use some of the larger words with them. It's okay. You're building your child's library basically, or their dictionary. So when I would talk to my kids, I would talk to them just the same way I'm talking now, and the same way that I express myself. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, you talk so clearly." Because I wanted my kids to be able to talk in a clear manner and be able to express themselves, you know? So the communication thing was really important. And that's why I think my daughters became such an early reader, especially Chelsea. Chelsea became, she started reading like at about 3 years old. But we would always read books. And then don't forget, I'd do story times. I was still working at the library. Imagine all that music and story times and all of that stuff. But you know what?
You built a lot of synaptic nerve connections in the brain. They're saying that children who are exposed to words at a very early age, just books being around, period, grow and develop at a much higher rate and frequency than kids who do not. And we were surprised from this one particular study that there are children who up until like 6, 7 years old have never seen a book at all until they go to school, because there are households that don't even have a book at all at any level, whether it's a magazine, newspaper, nothing. So can you imagine how far behind they are when they walk into these classrooms, and we expect a teacher to magically impart some kind of knowledge in them, where they are already at a tremendous disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's why it's very important to make sure that we talk to them as little people, make sure they have the resources, anything we can get.
Yeah.
Take them to the library if you can't get it.
Read to them every night, It's so important. And they'll know, build rituals, be consistent. A lot of people would tell me, well, why would you have a baby story time? Because it starts at base. So we would sing, I would read books to the kids. It would be a little bit more fast paced. I would use little colorful scarves, and the parents would wave the scarves. It was a really fun story time. And the parents had to be interacting with the kids. So the baby is in the parents' lap, and they're singing and doing the finger plays and all the little things. And they say that their kid, when they would go home and use some of the songs that I used in the story time, they could see their kids starting to mouth the story times too, or the stories, or like my daughter, her favorite story was The Very Hungry Caterpillar, because that's a story that I used when I was reading to kids at the library while I was pregnant. So I would read that story a lot. So that happened to be her favorite. As a baby now, I would read the story. Once she was born, I would still continue to read that story to her.
I agree also with Tracey. Brenda Saxon is saying, I totally agree, Tracey. I would read books to my son while he was an infant. My father told me that my son did not understand what I was saying, but I kept on reading to my son.
Yep.
Anyway.
You keep doing it.
Exactly, Brenda. That's what you can't.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you did. I know sometimes that even our loved ones that who we love so much, it can be our mother or our father, can try to influence us adversely. But you had that courage to say, you know what, I'm read. This is my child, and I'm going to read to my child because even though they can't read, you're developing the imagination.
Yeah, Too Sweet for BS says I started reading to him when she was pregnant. Yep. It really you can get your kid on a way ahead because that brain development by the time they're 3. Even people who say, "Oh, I don't know if my child will be able to learn another language." Yes, they will. They can learn languages. That brain growth is so it's huge between 0 and 3 years old. It's really big.
Exactly. Check it out, Tracy. LCB says parents need to check out Dolly Parton's book program. Free books mailed to their home. In fact, here in Georgia, we were part of a program like that. It used to be Dolly Parton, but a group called the
First Foundation.
The First Foundation took that over, and our Tracy's book, Where's My Sneaker, was one of the books that was distributed throughout the state with that program.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. That is a phenomenal program. And the books are mailed right to those kids for free. Wanda says, I worked on a librarian like Tracy. She was intelligent, loved her job, and had wonderful activities for the kids. She was a class act, and her name was Mrs. Peters. It was a joy to work under her. Isn't it amazing how we can always remember the heroes like that? Everyone has a teacher or two or a librarian or somebody that to the community they might be invisible, but to you they were everything. And you couldn't wait to get in there and talk to them and see what they thought about it.
I mean, seriously. Look at Allison. Allison's on here. Educators are thinking of adding pre-K and dropping senior year because of what you just said, Tracy. Yeah, about it starting early. Yeah, if you can really set that foundation.
Sonyo says
from 0 to 3. Yes. Yeah.
Sonyo Mika says I started reading and giving math problems to my baby while I was pregnant. Math and English ended up being the 2 subjects that they excelled in. I remember Tracy used to read or either play something during the pregnancy. What was it, Tracy?
I would play like all kinds of music. We would do a lot of like the classical music, but we would do Whitney Houston. I was singing some Whitney Houston, playing Whitney Houston CD at that time too. When I was pregnant with Chelsea.
Exactly, Brenda. Brenda said I had encyclopedias and stuff like that and dictionaries. Let me tell you something. My son loved me to read to him at bedtime. Brenda, I have read every encyclopedia. I have this one lady, I used to go to her house after church every Sunday. At some point, she gave me her encyclopedia. She had all of them. But I had the Childcraft series. I loved them and the other one, the adult version of it. But eventually, I had all of them.
I remember those Richard Scarry books are very, very popular. Oh my goodness, yes.
Right. Her Too Sweet for BS says hers was a 3rd grade teacher named Mrs. Berryhill. I had several of them along the way. My first one was Sister Aloysius when I was in the 1st grade. Then I had another one, Miss Davis. And when I was in the 7th grade, was real big. I had several male teachers.
Several of them,
huh? One of them, in fact, he influenced me to become a quarterback and play sports because my math was so strong. He said quarterback, whatever that was, and it worked out actually.
Yeah, Pat Jones says, yes, Tracy, exposure to all kinds of music is extremely important.
It is.
Music, and I remember when Chelsea started playing her instrument, which would have been difficult, and some parents have been like, take it back. Because I knew that she was going to choose an instrument, and I knew that playing an instrument helped also get your math skills up too. So she did. In 6th grade, she had to choose the instrument she wanted to play, and we talked about the saxophone, and she ended up bringing home a bassoon.
And I kept for years. I kept calling it an oboe.
Look, I had to look that thing up and see what that bassoon. What on earth? I said, who plays the bassoon? But I didn't want to go down that route.
We said, who plays bassoon after we said, what is a bassoon?
Right. Okay? We were like, what is a bassoon? So she went with an instrument that not many kids would play. And she ended up playing it from 6th grade to 12th grade. Yeah. And it's one of the more difficult, because she was like, oh, they're giving it away for free, Mom. Because nobody wants to play that instrument.
She actually could have went to college on a music scholarship because of the fact that she played a bassoon. Because it was so hard to find someone. Look at this. This is very interesting. Crystal Backmon says, I'm retired. She's a retired college instructor. The amount of freshmen who could not read or write a simple paragraph was absolutely depressing. 75% of the incoming freshmen had to take remedial reading.
Oh, that is really
Hold up, Crystal. I've met people who graduated from colleges. I'm talking major colleges now, with the name attached to it. They had master's degrees, who simply their ability to speak was incredible in a negative direction, and their writing was absolutely deplorable. I don't know how they made it through. I do not know to this day.
Yeah, it's been a journey, and you do the best that you can as a parent to make sure that your kid has all the tools they need to be successful in school. But here's the other thing. You have sometimes schools will make recommendations that to me are not right for certain students. I think what ends up happening when kids get frustrated with school is when they have each child in this cookie cutter, like they try to put them in this same thing, and each child is an individual and needs a different type of motivation or stimulation to learn.
But now we live in a different type of society, and I think that our education system needs to be reconstructed and redesigned to reflect that. In yesteryear's educational system, it was designed to create students in a cookie cutter manner, like Tracey's talking about, but all we wanted was students that could follow instructions, obey directions, and end up going to a factory or somewhere and just, live until they retired or something. In today's economy, we need students who have critical thinking ability. They have the ability to make decisions on the fly. Everything is done in the space of drop up a hat. We have the internet. The old cookie cutter method does not work anymore.
It doesn't. You have some kids that have fallen by the wayside who can possibly be the next great engineer, but sometimes getting to that area requires them to follow this straight path, and sometimes you have to go to this path. And I think those are some of the schools that become really successful, is when they can adapt to the child's learning style, because not every child learns the same.
Right. We have one area. I went to a school and I thought it was so phenomenal. Every school had a smart board in it. They all had their own remote controls. So let's say if the teacher said something like, what city is downtown? And let's say they wanted to know what's the largest city closest to us. And let's say the answer is Atlanta, Georgia. If you just ask that out in a vacuum, you have 3 or 4 children that say Atlanta, and that's it. And the rest of the rest of the class didn't know that. But with the system the teacher used that she went to, she had a computer system. The smart board was attached. The kids could type in the answer. The teacher could look and see which kids knew what, which kids didn't, which gave her a lot of insight on what needed to be emphasized, de-emphasized. She could work with other students privately. She could take some students that were strong in one thing and have them work with other students, and students that were weak in those things were strong in something else. They could work with other kids. So it became an each one teach one. And up to Ariel grew so much in the 7th grade. She used skills for learning and her study skills.
Well, remember, they had a study skills class.
The study skills class
showed them how to study based on how
Right.
it would work for them.
How to write papers. She
Yeah.
took those same skills and used them in college at Georgia State.
Yeah, and that
Yes.
was we had to drive to get Ariel to that school because it was out of the district that we lived in. And I remember I woke up one morning and told Bill, we're moving Ariel to a different school. And because I wasn't like, after a week, I already knew, this school's not going to make it. And I just could not have my kid at that school for a year. 1 year in itself could really set your kid in the wrong school, could set your kid way behind. And I couldn't have that happen. So yeah. Yeah. But y'all got some really, really good advice on here. I'm looking at the comments and I'm like, my goodness.
Vicky Jensen, you knew we'd be here. She says, I was on the phone with someone 25 minutes, thought I'd missed the rest of live, and y'all are still here. We're about to get off, though, but it's been some great stuff. Each one teach one, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I hope some of y'all got something out of this. All I know is I was tired. I'm not gonna lie, I was tired. But I wanted them to kind of explore different activities. So we would go to the museums. We would go to, I remember we went to see Lion King as a play. It was a musical play. And that was just like awesome. So we would like do things that were hands-on. We would go to like the Easter egg hunts and horseback riding and to the zoo and to all of these, just trying to expose them and see what they actually liked, to see, because you just don't know. You may have a scientist out there or an astronaut somewhere out there. You just got to find whatever they think, or a great artist, or
Einstein didn't even talk until he was about 6 years old, 6 or 7. So imagine if his parents had listened to the people I'm sure around him and said, Mr. and Ms. Einstein, I hate to tell you this, but there's something severely wrong with Albert. The boy don't talk. Something's wrong with him.
Right.
Good. It's a good thing they didn't listen to him.
Mama knew, huh?
Mama knew. Apparently daddy did too. So. All right, Tracey. So where we at?
Well, this was fun.
It was really a lot of fun.
This was
it was a lot of fun.
It was happy mail, but it was also awesome conversation, like we always have. Oh, thank you. Oh, Kim, Too Sweet for BS says, can I just say that I appreciate each of you for sharing your experiences. I do appreciate all of you and adore all of you.
I do too. Thank you so much. And
I really do. I mean, and it's nice to be able to come together, because sometimes you could feel alone, and for a parent that's been through it already, versus a parent who's just starting out, sometimes you can feel by yourself. We want our kids to fit into this perfect whatever, like, oh, not my kid and not my such and such, but it's how you work through those challenges as they come up, because kids are going to be kids sometimes.
Right. And they learn the way they learn. They process the way they process.
Yeah.
Your kid won't sit down when we're doing the so-and-so in the first grade, okay, or second grade. When we're reading, well, does your kid understand the story? Yes. Can he tell you what the story is about? Yes. Does he get everything right? Yes. Then what's the problem?
Right. That's what they told me with Chelsea.
The kid is processing differently.
Yeah, she just processed differently. She just,
And it's quite possible it's just your class is too slow for them. You're boring the kid to death. Let's up the game,
Sometimes you have to take your kid out of that environment and say, because Chelsea, I had to put her in a different. That's just another story.
Yeah, that we're gonna go on.
Yeah, that's just another story. I can't even go into it. This is how she got into advanced classes because of something she was doing in class with her phone, texting y'all, just texting, and still making the grade. But she was sure texting a lot for someone that needed to be in the
Chelsea that time.
Yeah, she was texting in
the 9th grade.
That was 9th grade, wasn't it?
When we got her that phone.
Yep. Got her that phone. My child went to town in the class. And at that time, you get your phone bill and you can see
everything.
Everything.
The phone bill at the time was about $120 a month. When we got the bill, we got Chelsea a phone for her birthday. The next month when the bill came, that thing was, how much was that thing?
A month or 2 months, right?
It was like about $2,500 or something crazy. It was ridiculous. We were like,
Y'all.
oh, no.
See, that's one of those things, right?
No.
$2,500 bill, y'all.
In 1 month? And the bill's supposed to be 120?
Karen, you're absolutely right. She was bored and she needed more challenges. And that's how you know what your child needs, right? So I ended up putting her in like some like
advanced classes.
In all the advanced classes. And I remember the counselor telling me, well, you know, if we put her in advanced placement classes, that she can't go because she's already in honors classes. But I need them to bump it up a notch.
Right, this is not challenging enough.
And so what ended up happening was, you're not going to be sitting in class running up my phone bill to $2,500, okay? I had to have a conversation with AT&T also because I needed to know why she was able to download so many games, okay? I need to know why they gave my child permission to download so many games onto her phone with no, like, I'm the one who has the phone bill. My name is on the bill. How do you allow the child? And they were doing this to a lot of parents because I remember when I got on the phone with them, they were like, so the bill is only, I said, it's $2,500. That's not the normal of what my bill normally is. And she was like, that's it? I said, well, what
do you mean that's it?
What do you mean that's it? How much do they normally charge? I mean, how much? There's other people who have this problem? She was like, yeah. She said some parents have $10,000 bills.
Some of them children give it away too, okay?
I said, what's wrong with this system? I said, something is wrong. And guess what? That particular phone company, who I would not mention, had some lawsuits against it because they were allowing these kids to just
run roughshod,
download all this stuff to their phones without no
every kind of game.
Parent doesn't even know about till they get their bill.
Now here's a big one. Crystal Backmon says, anyone who needs support with their child academically, please feel free to message me. She has a lot of free resources.
What? Crystal, how awesome is that?
So how would they do it? On a Facebook page or what? Message you like that, right? Or what?
How can they get to you, Crystal? Can they Crystal Bachman, can they get you through email or something like that?
Yeah, because that's a big one. Since you have an awful lot of experience.
Yeah, I think there's someone on here who can be blessed by that, all that information, all those resources. So maybe they can get Crystal at her email address.
Cheryl says she taught her baby sign language is their first language. So at 3 months old, they can ask for a bottle.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Cheryl, you was raising geniuses.
I love it.
I don't want to get off until I hear see what Cheryl says. I mean, what Crystal Bachman says as far as how to contact her.
Yeah, I would love for her to be able to people that need that be able to contact her.
Is that through the Facebook group, an email, or?
No, because we don't put emails in the Facebook group. We probably, if she has a email, maybe I could put her email in the description if that's okay, Crystal.
Yeah, even if you let us know later, if you can't think of it now,
just way to contact her.
You can reach us at admin@mindlesscrafting.com, Crystal, and we'll put that whatever email or whatever way you decide for them to contact you in the description of the video or something like that. Oh, Too Sweet for BS says, I would have left that phone company immediately. We did.
Yeah, we did. They actually lowered my bill. You know, they knocked some, a few hundred off my bill.
Which means we're still
you know what I'm saying?
Take a few thousand off.
But the blessing was that Chelsea went into college.
She went to all advanced
placement classes.
And destroyed them, okay?
Oh, Crystal says she's in Atlanta.
There you go. She is, actually. There are a lot of you with, well, if not kids, that you have kids that should be in advanced placement right now, and it's simply not being challenged. And they think they're going to just coast through, and they really need to be challenged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right then.
Crystal says on Facebook, so I guess they can look up Crystal Backmon on Facebook.
There you go.
And once you
Well,
get
thank
there,
you so much. Maybe private message her. Yeah.
your private message Crystal.
Thank you so much, Crystal. We appreciate that. Such a wealth of
On
resources.
Facebook.
So many of you. This whole conversation. It would be nice to have this resource when I was raising my kids. Also, just to have other parents to connect without judgment. You know. But yeah, I really appreciate.
Yeah, for
all
those of
of
you that
you.
are so inclined, give a thumbs up. For those of you that haven't joined that Mindless Crafting Facebook group, feel free to do that. Be sure to answer the 3 questions. We have an Instagram group too, Mindless Crafting for that.
We have an Instagram page. Yep.
Yeah.
If y'all want to
Instagram page.
join me on Instagram, Mindless Crafting on Instagram.
Exactly.
Yep, I can see you, Crystal.
I see you,
Crystal said, "Can we see her?"
Crystal, I see you, girl.
We see you.
I don't see you in Atlanta though. I see you in Atlanta. There she go.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and head off. Wonderful conversation. We have someone coming to look at the furnace tomorrow.
Who? We do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got to open up the thing, so he's gonna have a mask on and everything, because we haven't been letting anyone into the house. So
Sure had. And the last guy
so
was kinda strange,
he's got to yeah, he'll have a mask on and everything.
I hope
And we've got to let the we got to let the thing down, you know, so he can get up there.
Yeah.
So he doesn't touch anything. He just goes right up there and inspects the furnace or whatever, and that's it. So y'all have a great day.
Yes, have a wonderful
Y'all
day.
have a wonderful day.
Go love on someone. Tell
If
someone.
we don't see you tomorrow, we'll be seeing you on Thursday.
Call someone up today and tell them that you're proud of them. You might be surprised at the reaction.
Yeah. Sometimes kids need to hear that too, that you're really proud of them.
Tell them you're proud of them.
Yeah, they're trying and they're making an effort.
Why are you proud of me?
Thing.
Because you're you.
I mean, even as adults, I tell my adult kids, you know, hey, I'm proud of you. You're doing good.
I'm overwhelmed, and I have to tell my daughters, you know, I want you to know I'm so proud of not only the woman that you are, but the woman that you're becoming.
There you go.
I see it on a daily basis, and what I see is more than I could have ever have hoped for. You far exceeded anything I could have ever imagined. I'm so proud of you.
Susan Merenda, she says, if anyone needs help with advocating for special needs, let me know on Facebook. Wow, Susan, that's a really good resource.
Right, so look up
Susan Merenda. Oh my goodness.
So let me put that. We'll put that.
That is such a good.
So for educational resources, we're gonna put that in the description.
Special needs. Oh my goodness.
Okay, hold up. So for
I had working in the library, I had a lot of people that needed help like that. Seriously.
So educational resources, we're gonna look at Crystal Backmon on Facebook and Susan
Merenda.
If they have they needs help.
Diane Solomon, you have a great day.
We're about to hang up, y'all. I know y'all don't believe it, but
yes, Crystal, we see your comment. She said her sound went out for a little bit. She said, hopefully you see I'm on Facebook for questions. Awesome. Wow. And then Karen Halgren says, anyone with a spinal cord injury she can help them if needed. Resources and mentoring. Karen.
So that's another one. You can find all these people. We'll put them down in the description. So y'all can go to Facebook and find them.
So wonderful. This was awesome. This was awesome. Seriously. Y'all always have y'all just are such a blessing and a wealth of knowledge. Oh my goodness. I love it.
Oh, don't go yet. I gotta write this. Okay, I gotta.
Bill, they can't see you writing. All right.
Okay, now you can go.
Okay, y'all. He says I can go. Y'all have a wonderful day. This was a wonderful conversation. We never know what's going to go on during our lives and our chit chat, but it's always a blessing and it makes it really fun. So thank y'all for being here today. Have a great day and thanks for blessing not only me and Bill, but for blessing others. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
And thank you for all my happy mail.
And Karen Halgren, reach out to Crystal Backmon.